first of all, thanks to everyone, right? I couldn't have done it without you. All the encouragement, help and support, obviously especially Mark and Tony, obviously, but I couldn't have done it without you. Well, not ashamed to say, but and I'm pleased I looked at it, but no, there wasn't anything wrong. It did just need a run, and it was air stopping it going properly, starting properly, you know. So what have we done? And I'll tell you as we go along. Also, by the way, I've just got to tell you a tiny bit of my circumstances, because then you may understand, I should say. I had to stop work to with lower back problem when I was 43, and a couple of years later left to manage on very little money for nearly 20 years. And I had one or two top-ups which helped me do things. Well, that money's now gone, and I'm down to my final reserve. So as I was getting older, I got the chance to have a vehicle, and I thought about getting a tractor, you see. But I knew when I got it, if we had a serious problem, that's it. I mean, I would have to bend it and sell, no doubt, at a great loss. And so that would be it. I mean, honestly, game over. So we've got this one, and with the help of a friend, we've done it. Now, what have we done? Right, we took the head off, and we found the valves as you've seen. Mark's found me a set of good second-hand valves. I've ground all the valves in, you know, and I thought it was missing on one. We had a new head gasket, new headset. I'm outside in the light, so you should be able to see. In fact, I can just lift the bonnet up and show you. There's one or two little things to do yet, but that, for instance, the top of that is leaking. It's twisted off the top of the injector, but that's not a big problem. Mark's got spares, right? That's not a big problem at all. I've got a new top hose look, proper clips on it, new bypass hose, proper clips on. All that's been done properly. Got some new bolts to mount the nose cone on, you know, so we've done the job, right? There's still one or two little issues, as you know, and obviously with an old tractor, but the thing is, it's running the same as it was. Now I know that it's there's a slight leak on there which I knew about before I went, but that's not a problem. Not stopping it running right, that's nothing to do with it. But I was going to do that job when I came back. Of course, I've had 3 weeks of, well, hell, to be honest. I really have. Anyway, so as it's not a valve, it's not down on compression, it runs just the same as it did before. So that cosmetic damage on that piston is irrelevant. Honestly, it's irrelevant. If you don't know engines, you'll disagree, fair enough, right? But I can tell you, and anyone that knows engines will tell you, that on a diesel engine like this, just chugging around, that is totally irrelevant. Now, the good thing is, taking the cover off, which you saw, you see, I said originally I thought I had a strong engine. Well, I can tell you now, the half engine, which is the cylinder block, the crank's been done, it's got very good oil pressure. The pistons and liners, other than that tiny bit of cosmetic damage, is very good. Right? That, honestly, genuinely, they're really good. You've seen inside the timing cover, that was done properly. The only thing is, the bloody head wasn't done, and it's been bodged on with an old gasket, which is a bloody shame, to be honest, because it's ruined things for me, which is a shame, but there we are, that's what you get sometimes. I've changed the oil, put a new oil filter on it. What else have I done? Oh, I've done loads and loads. I've had 3 weeks of work I've had now, and stress and hassle and all the rest of it. Now it's done, it's good fun. So I came to it tonight. You see, there's a slight leak on that no, it's from the top. It's run down from the top, that's not leaking. It's, as I say, this injector is leaking out the top, I showed you that. Mark's got another bit, it's already been, you know, been bodged, because it's got the wrong bolt in, I think, or something like that. If you can see, there are no oil leaks around where I put the gasket on. It's not dripping oil, look. So I can't have done too bad a job there, can I? You know, one or two little jobs left to do, and that's about it. Now, I came to it tonight, I had it going today and it took a bit of starting. I came to it tonight and it started up like it used to. So, you know, once again I must apologise for trying to find problems where there weren't any. But as I just explained, for my situation, if we'd run it and there was another problem, well, and it caused more damage, well, honestly, genuinely, that's it for me, game over. You know, it's bus pass and playing online jigsaws for the rest of my life. So, you know, that's why it's serious, and that's why we didn't have an awful lot of confidence in it. So we'll see what happens now. But just to show you, I've just talked to Mark. He has a diesel injector tester, and we were going to look at them, but it needs work. So that's it. But let's just see. Well, that's not too bad, is it? Now, listen how squeakly that runs when it's got a few revs on. Right? Now, if it had any problems, I mean, it hasn't now, because I told you, I've done the valves. They've been done properly. That was my job I've done thousands of heads. Well, hundreds of heads, I should say. Probably even 1,000, you know. And you saw what I did. I've not forgotten my job. So, it's an injector. All the time. It just shows you, doesn't it? You know, you find out things the hard way, but there we go. So, there's no water leaks. Everything is working. And it's starting almost as good as it did. Right, that was just to let you hear it run. And as you can hear, a few revs on and it's perfect. Right, so that's it. Job's done until the next time. So, but the thing is, as I said, I just cannot risk something like this happening again. So it's going to be steady little local rides in future, no marathons. And just remember what I told you, what I found out since. That run, I did about 26 miles, and that's the longest it's probably done in 20 years. Right, so just for a change, first time in a few weeks, you're actually seeing a happy Malcolm Lincoln. Cheerio lads, thanks again for everyone's help.